Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today, we got some more information on Ultimate Hunting. And this is kind of a big drop, secret big drop, but we got a little look at the user interface for the harvest screen of an African elephant. We'll go ahead and show that off right now. You can see it here. African elephant. You got a nice diagram right there. You got the gender, weight, fur type, trophy type, time of death. Then down here you got the different shots and the player name, the time the shots that were taken, the hits, the damage that was done, and you can actually scroll through those. That's pretty cool. You'll be able to see different shots that were taken. Obviously this one didn't completely kill the animal, so I had to take another shot to get it done. Down here at the bottom, we have reward for the animal, which is $800. And then the XP, that is $187. You have three different choices. You got taxidermy, quick sell, or collect. And then down below that, you can see how the cash kind of stacks up a little bit. It's not the full amount, but you got vital organ hit. That gives you $100. One shot gives you $100. Undamaged trophy gives you $100. And then the ethical caliber gives you $100. So that would actually make this thing right here a total of 1,200 buckaroonies for an African elephant. Whoever was taking the shots didn't quite get the vital organ, didn't get the one shot, and did not get the ethical caliber, just the undamaged trophy, which is kind of cool because you can kind of see that it's actually working. Obviously, it's not a one shot. There was two shots taken. Probably wasn't ethical caliber, just probably was whatever gun they were wanting to use. And then the vital organ probably just wasn't hit the first time, or just wasn't hit at all. And hopefully we'll be able to see where those shots were taken, and we'll get a nice breakdown. But this right here does give me some hope that we're going to be able to see that. And you'll have a breakdown of the bonus here. It doesn't appear that it is working though. I want to let it play through one more time to see. Or maybe he did collect a bonus already, but it says down below that there is no bonus reward. So I'm guessing altogether it would be 1,200 for that, and not 800, unless it's 700 for the animal and he got the bonus. So that's just something to kind of... Anyway, you can see when they scroll over each option, like the taxidermy option, it automatically takes that money out of your bank account. You can see 150 bucks, and it goes down to quick sell, and he gets 350. And the quick sell is more like Pete is actually taking the animal for you. You don't have to transport the animal. If you want the full reward and the full XP, you're going to have to collect the animal yourself. If you want to just taxidermy this animal, it'll be $650. Looks like it's going to be a good majority of the trophy prize to actually get this guy in your lodge. But I want to dig in here a little deeper. See, the diagram here is kind of leaving a little bit to want, I guess. I would rather see at least an image of an African elephant rather than just a diagram. And if we could just get like a 3D diagram with the shot placement right up here, that would be really cool. Just like a lot of the other hunting games have, we really need to see that kind of feature. It's kind of massive when you're in a hunting game anymore. You can actually break down everything, where the hunter has a really, really good system. And I would try and take some notes from that as much as possible. Really like that one. Yeah, it's going to be hard to top it just because that system is so good in my opinion. Yeah, the bullet damage and the energy and everything might be a little messed up, but here nor there. That's what I would like to see for Ultimate Hunting. Something like that up here. Let's get a little bit of a 3D rendering and kind of see where our shot placement is. Now, RainTech was talking about how the confirmation screen will show the bullet placement and if the vital organs were hit and which organs were hit and where, and I'm guessing how far. So hopefully we get a good look at that. But you can see over here, it does have the gender, it's male. The weight is 6,088 pounds, I'm thinking. I'm not exactly sure. Fur type is fur 2, and that's kind of hopeful because it leaves a bit to wonder about. Fur 1, fur 2, fur 3, fur 4, maybe we could possibly see. Never know. Trophy type, none here. But for a male elephant, you could imagine it might be the tusk, or they might not make the tusk a trophy in this game. That'd be kind of wild, wouldn't it? Then you have the time of death underneath that, and you can see it was on the 25th. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure when that is, but you can see that that is when this was taken, right around 1614 their time. So that's about when it was done. I'm going to look into that and see if I can find out what this means. That's kind of what we're working with, though, a full breakdown on that. I want to get into another image that I had seen on their Facebook. Now we're going to get into it right now. It's right here. This image right here is super interesting because you can see quite a bit more right away. And that's what I was talking about when I was saying, oh yeah, I want to be able to see a little bit more to it. I believe this was a concept. I'm not sure if this was actually in the build because they were using Unreal Engine 4 and then swapped over to Unreal Engine 5. And you can kind of tell that things are quite a bit different. All this information is actually over here now. This kind of stuff is in pretty much the same spot, just at a different layout. But then you have the image of the animal where the shots were taken. That is massive. I would definitely love to see that. Maybe we'll see that in the confirmation screen. I'm kind of curious to see what that is, honestly. And then we got the reward, the XP, the trophy type is the skull for black bear. You can see that they actually had the black bear genus up there instead of the elephant genus. That's nor here nor there though. The gender is male. The weight there was 450. The fur type was probably just black or blonde, I guess you would say, but this guy's a black bear, so it'd be interesting. You got the down here is what I really wanted to show off. You know, the shot information, you know, the weapon type, weapon ammunition, distance, the dying length, how long it took him to expire, the trophy rating, kind of probably needed to be worked on. That's why they have these notes here. Now, the scoring a task is a very interesting idea. You can kind of see down in here, precision shot. I'm guessing that's a trophy that wasn't destroyed, right? And then this is the vital organ. And this could be like the time it took. It's hard to say what each one of these would be, but it does look like they're carrying over a lot of these systems. So I'm guessing there will be a nice confirmation screen somewhere for us to take a look at. As you can see, a lot of this information is carried over. The shot scoring, all that, 83, 95. Kind of missing. Oh, see, they wanted the timestamps in there right away. So they did put that in, and they're kind of wondering about that. So that all makes sense, right? Well, you can't have 83 and 95. And then you can see right here, the fast pickup turned into the quick collect, and that's where Pete actually charges you to transport the animal. And then we have stuff, which is actually turns into like the taxidermy. And then the cell is just a collect now, and you don't have this quick collect option. Or this quick collect option is now the fast pick, so they kind of reworked that little bit. But everything else is here, so I would be, you know, pretty confident that we're gonna see a pretty cool confirmation screen. And I do like the diagram as a whole. I just hope that they don't solely rely on it, you know what I mean? Because that would be kind of interesting of a direction to take. I would not like it. But if they can give us this at some point, this kind of information, all this, that is what we will need. That's pretty huge. And I expect to see that in the demo coming up. Hopefully the end of summer, somewhere between August and September. But really, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for checking out the video. Drop a like if you made it this far. And as always, have a good day.